Hey there, thinkers. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome to another episode of Critical Hit. My name is Est.
And I'm Pin. And today we're discussing something I think nobody saw as a surprise. And that is that Disney is extending CEO Bob Iger's contract through 2026, or 2 years longer than planned. And why is that not a surprise? Yeah, woohoo! Of course.
Bob Iger's back.
Oh, he's still here. He never left.
Never.
So why is this? No one should be surprised by this. Is because
Man behind the curtain.
I mean, yeah, he's supposed to be prepping a successor, and he hasn't even really started looking.
No, not even started.
It's pretty clear, and they had their CFO, Christine McCarthy, who was a big reason Chapek got fired at the time.
It shows out like, hey, I'm going to go up into that office. Psych, that's not yours. That will never be yours. Oh, okay.
I think she thought she may be the next CEO. When they brought back Iger, she thought it was going to be a temporary thing, and now they're staying. Pretty sure she made, even though I know her husband's had some health issues, pretty sure this issue came right after Iger decided that, I'm going to stay on for a bit longer. And she's like, you know what, I'm pulling the plug. I'm never going to be CEO. I'm just done.
Here's my 2 weeks.
Anyway, so let's get into the article here. So, the Walt Disney Company will extend, we just read that. Shares of the company were effectively flat after the news. Well, how are they doing? They're up after hours, 1%, so 90 cents. Actually, important with that is that Disney shares still sit around $90, which is where Chapek got fired. Just interesting side note to this.
So no gain. No, yeah. You're telling me.
The guy that was supposed to write the shit. Anyways, Iger told CNBC in February that he had no intention to stay longer than 2 years in his post, which would have taken him through 2024. So it was supposed to end at the end of 2024. He returned to Disney in November, retaking the job from Bob Chapek. He was appointed in early 2020. I mean, he had a rough go, Bob Chapek. I also think he was kind of a yes man. He kind of just did whatever. He went with the flow. I don't think he had a big...
No, Bob Chapek did whatever anybody else wanted him to do.
Well, he was a numbers guy. He had planned all those massive cuts, which Bob Iger's now doing, which looks like a good idea. And it is a good idea, but he had them planned. I don't know if it was the same department specifically, but he already had massive plans cut. And, I mean, realistically, Iger's just following through on that. But I don't think...
in the art department, to be honest.
Yeah, well, it's mostly DEI and HR departments, actually, which is...
Well, no, Bob Chapek's.
Oh, I see. Yeah, who knows? Maybe.
In the art department, like, CGI and writing.
That's why the CGI... Actually, I heard they contract a lot of the CGI out. But anyways.
What?
The secession process remains a key issue for Iger, who noted in a statement Wednesday that the board of directors of the company continue to evaluate candidates for the post. And this is a quote directly from him. I want to ensure Disney is strongly positioned when my successor takes the helm. That's pretty important. I think they brought him in to right the ship. I mean, so this is the way I look at it. Bob Iger was on the Titanic. And he kind of steered the ship towards an iceberg with this DEI or ESG thing. Mm-hmm. I mean, I know credit lines were important for it, but he kind of steered it towards the iceberg. Chapek came in, and he said, nothing to see here. There's nothing to see here, folks. Go along about your business. I can't see anything. And he crashed right into the iceberg. And now they brought Iger back after the
I've got the lifeboats, don't worry.
Yeah, sinking ship. And they're like, get us out of this problem. So can he get out of the problem? Well, I honestly don't think many people want the job of CEO of Disney at this point. I mean, it's a lot of money. Who knows? But
it's a lot of stress.
It's at this point
really heavy on you.
So to go further into the article, Iger's second tenure as Disney has coincided with an upheaval in legacy media space. Big players such as Disney have had to contend with rapidly shifting landscape as ad dollars dry up and consumers increasingly cut off their cable subscriptions in favor of streaming. Yet the streaming space has been difficult to navigate in recent quarters as expenses have swelled and consumers become more conscious about their media spending. Slowdown in streaming subscriptions cut valuations for Netflix, Disney, Warner Brothers, and Paramount Global, roughly in half of 2022, before several of the stocks rebounded in the first half of the year along with the broader market. You know what's, again, funny about that? You know what the one, they say several there, you know the one that hasn't recovered?
Oh, yes, Disney.
Disney hasn't recovered. Yeah, even though, I mean, the S&P 500 is at the year high right now.
Yeah.
Disney's still struggling right now, which is, the stock market goes down, Disney goes down. Stock market goes up, Disney goes down.
Yeah.
Not financial advice. I'm just saying that
don't buy Disney.
Parks may be empty. Reports especially on July 4th, and they're losing money in their streaming service and in their movies. So,
I mean, all around, everything is fine.
yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Nothing to see here.
Yeah.
So he has made some important decisions, and this is one thing I want to give him credit for, is I don't think anyone's better suited than him. He's been CEO since 2005. He was groomed as the president since 2000, and I don't think anyone's better suited to lead Disney through this. I've read part of his book. He talks a lot about being creative, taking challenges of change, and don't ever let people, what they think about you, get in the way, because it's just going to stifle creativity overall.
Right, but
I respect that.
But just because you can navigate a sinking ship doesn't mean that you should be the one sailing it.
Well, no, and so what I mean really by that is that I think that he had the right mindset. You want to let people be creative. The problem is he hired people out of California who live in an echo chamber of terribleness. And
which they don't realize there's life beyond them.
And I think he just maybe signed off on things thinking, you know what, if this is what we think is the right way, let's go with it. And, he did bring the message out overall saying we want to implement DEI. Largely to do from really financial institutions like BlackRock. Larry Fink has come out saying that they want to force DEI or ESG on people. So I think this is all stems from the business and then flows down to these companies. Companies have the message, and I think overall something got lost in translation. So I want to give him the benefit of the doubt. Do I think that the board just went to him when Chapek was failing and said, Bob, we need you back. Please come. No, I think they approached a whole bunch of different people, and they said, we need someone to get us out of this. And they said, please just present something to us. What do you have in mind if we bring you back on? Give us a 18, 2-year, 3-year plan, and let's see what you have. And he presented them with something and said, you know what, I can right the ship. It's going to take me this long. Can I talk about it now? No, I'm going to hurt my line of credit. But actions speak louder than words, and he's at least firing a lot of the right people.
Making waves.
He's making some waves. And like I said, can he just come out and say it? I think he knows what the message is at this point. He's had some pretty rough earnings calls. He's had some pretty rough shareholder meetings. And there's no way they're just going to extend his contract, at least if he doesn't have some kind of semblance of a plan. So
change it.
Yeah, change may be on the horizon. Like I said before, this might just be the lost decade for Disney.
Stop losing us money.
Yeah. Contrary to popular belief, these people do care about money. They do. They have to turn a profit.
They've lost a lot in the past 5 years. I'm pretty sure they definitely do care about their money right now.
Anyways, his memo goes on to say, I got this, essentially, to his employees. And that's the article. So big news. Bob Iger sticking around for another 2 years. Like I said, I don't think it's a surprise. But you know what? Let us know what you think of this in the comments. I know a lot of people love to hate Bob Iger, but I told you my thoughts. Let me hear what you think about it.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you have any ideas who wants to be, the CEO of Disney, please tell us. Let us know.
But that's all I got, guys. You got anything else?
No, I have nothing else.
All right, well, perfect. Like I said, guys, leave us a message down in the comments. And I really want to hear what other people think on this. I'm not above thinking I could be wrong on this, but I also think that there's more going on behind the scenes than we most often know about.
Absolutely. Take care, and I hope you guys have a great day.
All right, see you in the next video.
Bye, everyone.